Welcome back for another math application problem. Does everybody have their packets ready? You should look for Thursday, Unit 6, Day 18. Find that in your packet. This is our packet from the week of April 27th. So we're looking for Thursday, Unit 6, Day 18. Our date today, we're going to write a 4 for April, 30 for the 30th day of April, and 20 for the year 2020. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. All right, our application problem today has to do with frogs. Frogs that are in a pond. All right. Get your pencil ready. Either use your pencil tip or your eraser, or if you want to use your finger, you may. Ready? Read along with me. Here we go. Some frogs were in the pond. 3 jumped out, and now there are 5 frogs in the pond. How many frogs were in the pond at first? All right, so we want to know how many frogs were in the pond at first. Let's look at sentence 1. Here we go. Some frogs were in the pond. How many frogs? Some. Do we know what some is? What number some is? No, so we're going to put a question mark because there were some, but we don't know what that sum is. Some frogs were in the pond. 3 jumped out. What are we going to circle here? This is a word number. How many jumped out? 3. So circle the word number 3. Jumped out. So if we had some in the pond and 3 jumped out, are we adding or subtracting there? If you have some and 3 jump out, what do you think? Should we add or subtract? Get your math brains thinking really hard. What are we gonna say if they jump out? Good, I heard somebody yell take away or subtract because they jumped out of that hole. So some were in the pond, 3 jumped out, and now there are 5 frogs in the pond. How many are left? Only 5 frogs. How many frogs were in the pond at first? So how many frogs? We'll put a box around that. At first. So before any jumped away, how many were there? That's what we want to find out. What is this sum? Okay, our sentence is going to say there were blank, blank in the pond first. So let's go to our model drawing. Who or what are we talking about today? What's the topic of our application problem? Yes, you are right, frogs. So let's write that. F-R-O-G-S, frogs. So we have 3 numbers here, some, 3, and 5. All right, so how many frogs do we have all together? Does anybody know what that is? All together we have some. So we're going to put a question mark. We don't know what that sum is. Do we know what we had at first? Well, we know there's still 5 frogs in the pond. Still. S-T-I-L-L. Still. Finger space, N-I-N. Where are they? Still in pond. P-O-N-D. 5 still in pond. And what did the other ones do? Jumped. J-U-M-P-E-D. Jumped. Jumped what? Jumped out. O-U-T. And how many jumped out? 3. So we had 3 jump out, 5 are still in the pond. So how many did we have at first? How many did we have at first? So think now. What are we going to do first for our computation? Good. I heard somebody say, make a number bond. That's right. So let's make our number bond. Whole, part, part. What do we know? Do we know our whole yet? No, that's the question. All right, what are our two parts? Let me hear you yell it nice and loud. 3 and 5. Very good. So now, what are we going to do to this 3 and 5 to figure out how many frogs started out in that pond? How many were there at first? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? What do you think? Very good, add. So we could go 3 plus 5 equals, right? Whatever that whole is. Could we do it another way? Could we add another way? Good, we could do the turnaround and we could say 5 plus 3 equals. Either one of those would be correct. All right, so what are we going to do? How about if we put 5 on our head, because 5 is the big number. Everybody put 5 on your head and put 3 on your fingers. So if we know 5 is on our head, what comes next? Let's count up. 6, 7, 8. Good. Equals 8. Let's see if we drew a picture, if we get the same answer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, plus how many more? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. So 3 plus 5 equals 8. So let's go back up to our sentence and let's complete our sentence. There were blank blank in the pond first. There were how many? 8. Very good. 8 what in the pond? 8 frogs. F-R-O-G-S. Very good. Super duper. So go through and make sure you completed your sentence. Is your model drawing finished? Did you do your computation at the bottom? If you did, you are all done. All right. Great job. You just finished week 2 of our application problems. I'm so proud of you if you're keeping up with me. And if you aren't, if you're a little bit behind, that's okay too. Whenever you get a chance, just work on some of this math and make sure you stay caught up with us. All right, I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Have a good day.